So in this first video, I briefly want to talk to you about this idea of what's the relationship between fasting and taqwa from perhaps a psychological point of view, and then we'll conclude. Maybe in another video, inshallah ta'ala, I'll share with you some other insights about fasting in Ramadan. So Allah, when He gave us fasting, subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's a physical thing. You feel it. Like, even if you're not a very spiritual person and you're fasting, you're going to feel the thirst. You're going to feel the hunger. It's a physical thing that you feel, right? And your stomach is screaming at you. It's telling you, feed me. Your throat is yelling at you. It's telling you, feed me, give me food, give me water, right? So there's this battle going on inside you, a physical battle taking place inside you. And then the only other entity inside you is your heart. And it's like your heart is in charge, and it yells at your stomach, and it yells at your throat and says, you watch it, not until Maghrib. We're not going to disobey Allah until Maghrib. We're going to protect ourselves from eating that food and drinking that drink until that time. So there's this war raging inside your body, and your heart is in control. Your heart fears Allah, and your heart says, no, we're not going to eat this, we're not going to drink that. I know fasting has to do with more than just eating and drinking, but I'm focusing on the physical aspects that at least everybody feels. Everybody feels thirst, everybody feels hunger when they fast, okay? Now, think outside of fasting. You're walking down the street and you have an urge. One of you younger guys walking down the street, you see a woman pass by and your eye just goes towards her. And you fail to lower your eyes. There was an urge, just like your throat had an urge and your stomach had an urge. Your eyes had an urge. They wanted to look. And when your stomach and your throat, they had an urge, your heart was telling them, stop. No, you will not quench your thirst. You will wait until the right time. But when your eyes look towards the wrong thing, is your heart in charge, and is your heart telling you immediately, hey, don't even raise your eyes. Look the other way. Say astaghfirullah. Not until Allah gives you the halal option. Not until you get married. Not until Jannah. Not until later. When what Allah has is better for you, even if you have to wait for it, even though your urge, your thirst, your appetite is very strong, even though that's the case, you have to stop yourself, you have to protect yourself. That doesn't happen for most of us. We don't stop. We look, we feel bad later, then we go to Jummah and say, man, I'm really messed up, and the cycle perpetuates. Ramadan is an opportunity, 30 days in a row, your heart is in charge and your body is submitting. The consciousness of Allah is alive and your body is submitting. You know how, like, Jummah is a good spiritual high, but then you have 6 days to get weak again. But what does Allah do in Ramadan? 30 days, you are winning this battle. And by the way, one of the primary drivers that makes you lose this battle is shaitan and his marketing to you, right? He just keeps telling you, come on, just a little sip. Just a little bit, just taste a little bit. Just look a little bit, just do a little bit. It's not that bad. At least you're not like that guy over there, But all of that will disappear for you in Ramadan. If you go through a 30-day rigorous process like that, it's like your heart, that the command of the heart has been made strong, and the urges inside you have been made weak. They've been made weak. Now you're prepared truly to protect yourself when you're out there in the real world. So the last example I'll give you before, inshallah ta'ala, I share the rest with you in another session. Police officers and like firemen and military, these people, when they train, they don't go actually into a burning building and train. They first go to like these training facilities and they do mock exercises, and they get ready for the real thing, and they go to shooting ranges and they shoot. They practice before they hit the real thing, right? Before the real enemy strikes. It's kind of like that with Ramadan. 30 days Allah put shaitan away, right? And He allowed us to train ourselves to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And now that your training is done, you're not always going to be inside the training campus. The police officer is going to have to deal with the real dangers outside. The fireman is going to have to fight the real fire. Just like that, we're going to have to fight the real enemy, the shaitan, and his command over our nafs. We're going to have to engage in that real battle once that training is over. That's when we're going to need to learn to guard ourselves, protect ourselves, make our hearts these strong forts that shaitan cannot enter into. So that's, it's the spirit of لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. You've been given this institution of fasting so that you may be able to protect yourselves. May Allah Azza wa Jal make all of us people that are able to protect themselves in and beyond Ramadan. And may Allah Azza wa Jal make the training of Ramadan something that lasts in us, and we are able to take the spirit of it and drive that in the rest of our lives. Barakallahu li wa lakum, and Assalamu alaikum Quran Weekly.